Oh, turnip. How's it going? Oh, shit. Let's see if I actually develop a cough. Hmm. All right. Volume still seems the same. All right. Let's continue. The light of the menhirs is fading. Without them, the weirdness will shroud the entire island once again. Yeah, I'm dying. I'm dying. But I usually am. It's just a little bit more than usual, I think. Stay here. Okay. So I have a little Disney character with me now. I actually never went up and looked at this closely. I have a shovel. You good, dude? Oh, I'll be fine. Can't be worse than getting my appendix removed. So it'll be fine. Should I brave the Bandit Lord again? I do have my ult up. Maybe I can just ult him and just swing until he dies. I'm very scared of him though. I think he's just gonna one-shot me again. Unless I fought him in the middle of the night or something. But I don't think so. Fingerless comb.
You made a big mistake.
Nope. Super weird. Uh-oh. What was that? No checkpoint? Oh, yeah. Okay, good. That guy is mega overtuned, dude. I don't know what's going on with him. Like he's a vampire or some shit. Oh. Friendly person? Level up! 3 decks. %1 extra ranged damage. Decreases stamina cost of parrying by 50%. I think that should be really strong. We're now playing one-handed sword. One-handed sword only. That's our build. Can equip a slightly better jacket. This is 5 decks. Encumbrance limit, is that... That's carry capacity. 5 max health is super, super whatever, I would say. But all of these rings are super whatever. So we'll just use that. Healing damage makes enemies bleed. Cheese pie. Oh!
Oh, a new face. I haven't seen you before.
Who are you?
I'm Marg, a hunter in the service of the Horns of the South.
Tell me about yourself.
No.
I see that you keep to yourself. I respect the consistency.
I have my reasons. You need to understand that when someone enlists with the Horns of the South, he leaves his former self outside the walls of the keep. His old life, it loses all meaning. If someone comes here and gets political, well, they'll end up disappointed. Well, I don't know if you're aware, but becoming the captain is a curse for any true keeper. It's not the honor others on Avalon seem to think it is.
Oh, Rev, thanks. How's it all?
Because the captain answers to Camelot and its representative, Galahad. So every captain needs to get political, whether he likes it or not. And the current Galahad is a real piece of shit. He burns people under any pretext whatsoever, or none at all. He sows terror. I have no respect for the man.
Keep love. Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm self-sufficient enough not to have to ask for help. However, I suppose I could help you. I could share some things I found out during my hunts.
How to make leather and how to make arrows. Sure. I haven't unlocked crafting yet though, but sure. I'll take it. I honestly don't know what that is, but whatever. I've decided my build pretty much. That's a lot of potions. Meteorite throwing knife. It's funny, like meteorite being some kind of material that's like you make a meteorite sword. Wow, that must be so powerful. But meteorite is actually like complete dog shit. It's just like a mix of iron and other materials that just makes it brittle and trash. Is this the stealing? He doesn't give a shit. Thank you. He doesn't care. Hello?
Huh? Did you hear something?
I heard nothing.
You made a big mistake.
So you can do a little special attack from the dash, but you need to be like really fast, which makes the backward dodge a little bit like rough to use it with, but I think it should be doable. This guy can buy everything. I stopped looting items and like gear and stuff because as I was fighting like these guys, they keep dropping tons of stuff. But that previous merchant didn't buy any of it. Almost. I think all the corpses have probably despawned. Humans are okay to fight. I'm a melee fighter, but everything non-human is a pain. Yeah, I only fought the... hate you. The red imp guy. So far that felt like actually difficult, but he was actually difficult.
Face every threat.
Outlawed Knight.
Such a cheap shot.
Oh, fuck! Man, he hit hard.
I've had worse.
Ouch!
You'll pay for that insult.
What's happening? It's going Super Saiyan! Oh, it became night. Just in time to give me bonus rewards. Oh shit! Gave me a longsword. Heal. Okay. 6 strength. The fuck is that lizard? I don't know. We got big armor incoming. Big armor. I need to stack endurance now, which is good because I want to stack endurance. Is it a pet? Yeah, it seems so. It was I found an egg in a cave with a big monster in it, and he hatched after I walked 5,000 steps. Ouch! Fuck! Why do I feel like super slow? No, don't I roll fucking hell. So much for that. Dodging around seems pretty good. Looks like an axolotl? Yes, yes it does. Enemies do have aggro range, like in WoW or something. Oh, this guy didn't heal. I feel like sometimes, maybe they don't heal. I kind of felt like they did, but must have been wrong. Ouch. Not sure why I am slowed. Gladius. Oh, it's because I am overburdened. Alright, let's equip the encumbrance ring. I've just been running around without being able to actually walk properly. Water. Perilous Orb. +2. Increases critical chance by 7%. That's pretty big. Is that what I want to do? Just go crits? I don't really like crits in general, but crits are almost always the best thing. I'm overburdened. By 10, dude? Jesus. Longbow. Oh, I can equip this. Sure. Let's run back to the guy, see if we can find him again. If I end up fighting some wolves or something, that's just bonus cobweb. I don't really know when I should be using cobweb and for what. Because like this banishes the word or the weird. But is that mostly just to sleep? I don't know. Identify. I feel like the best use for weird is, or for cobweb, is identifying. Salt, rusty hand axe, fish eye, the 1000 stab, gem of carrying. I'm overburdened now, right? Because I did that. How far away is he? Oh. Right. Because while I do use a one-handed sword, I don't want to use short swords. I want to use long swords or something. You know. So I did get a gladius, 6 strength. I have a longsword that is also 6 strength. They're the exact same. So the question is there any difference between them? Don't really want spears or axes or clubs. Armor. We also got a bunch of things. So now I have heavy. And that's something I think I should avoid. I think we should try to stay medium. Because otherwise, we only get 1 dash. Movement speed multiplier minus 10%. Yeah, I don't want to be heavy. And which stat is this? Armor weight multiplier. So does the encumbrance limit affect this at all? 19.2 weight. Strength, armor weight multiplier. So it's strength that lets us wear heavier armor with less penalties, but it's endurance that lets us wear heavier armor. All right. And they weigh so much more. These weigh 4. These weigh 1.7. I'm gonna need so much strength. But what is this based on? 19.2. What value is that? Is it a certain percentage? What happens if I do this? Yeah, okay. So it's a certain percentage of your total carry capacity or something. I don't really know what that translates to. It's close. It's something like that. Very strange coefficient. But yeah, it's like 12.4% of your maximum carry capacity. Something like that. Okay. And then that means that Endurance's encumbrance limit will actually help. I'm just checking so I know what I want to sell. I'm honestly not sure. Like, this weighs so much. I feel like I would need to have like 10 endurance or something to wear this without it being heavy. So I think I might sell this because it's not... I don't think it's really viable. And here, I'm not sure, but I think I might want to do the parry gauntlets. Like, that could be potentially like borderline an endgame item. Depending on how bad it would be to stay on 2 armor on your gloves. I think this is really good though. These greaves are great. They barely weigh anything and they have 3 more armor. Even now, even with lower endurance, I think they're better. I don't know if you can equip them when you don't have the stats though, but it looks like it. These boots are ass. Scuffed Knight's boots. They're just way too heavy. And this, it's not worth it. I can use the longbow? Wow. Okay. That's gonna be big. Because I always try to do sneak attack with the bow. And this is like 3 times more damage. But now I would love to get more endurance. But maybe I should rush the sword. I haven't managed to figure out anything with the fish fillet. Like, nothing works with the fish fillet. Nothing. Holy shit, big damage! But also costs a shitload of stamina to shoot this thing. But that's fine. Skyrim killer? Really, Robin? Then where are my elves? Well... I don't know. Well, I'm sure we're gonna resurrect Oberon or something anytime soon. He's close enough to an elf. He's a fairy. Almost one-shotted rounders. God damn. Oh, boss! Dude, his head is hard. We'll go to the main quest any second. Oh, we got a suicide boy. See if we can snipe him. I missed. Oh, you know you don't have to kill them. They just kill themselves. They don't even try to hit you, they just die. I would tell my little thing to just stay, but I don't know if it's like a quest or something. I refuse to accept defeat if there are no elvish waifus. There are no elvish waifus in the Elder Scrolls. Can you see what they look like? Stealth archery! Burning do a lot of damage? I don't think so. Tongs? Now that the question is a tong? The mods don't count. We can mod waifus into any game in that case. Oh shit, he almost got one-shotted. Can I kill like Flame Gobbler before he explodes? The answer is no. I think he might actually become invulnerable. Oh, we aggroed a lot of drowners and shit. Oh boy. I don't know. I don't know what I think about this. What about tongs? Well, because the game has crafting, so it's a little like... Is it an item I actually need to save? Hello there. That's an anvil. Is this where we learn how to do crafting? Iron ore, bolt tongs. Rounding hammer. Seems like that is not the case. Wolfsbane. I don't think I figure out anything to do with mushrooms either. Is it even a cooking ingredient? Do I feel like I have tearing? I don't think I have tearing. And yes, the title might be a little bit clickbait. Ouch. Fuck. Dude, the hitboxes are insane! I just shot him between his, like, through his armpit, like, 3 times. See, this, I would like this if it healed me more, but it heals so little right now. It doesn't feel like it's worth the MP just to do suckage. But maybe that's like a max MP kind of thing. We should focus on there, because I don't think you have MP regen active. As you're casting. Right, like it obviously turns off. So casting that in combat might be more of a max MP kind of deal, or like reduced MP cost. Maybe. Spoiled meat? I wonder if you can make something with that. Oh, he died! Like Skyrim, here magic does more, higher your skill. Yeah, maybe. I just need to practice it. Which I am. But it's really, I don't feel like it's going up very fast. Yes, hello, Jono. Swal's tomb. Oh, I missed. Big time. Sunday is very tiring. I was at my parents all day. And did work. Work. When am I gonna learn crafting? Sharpening stone. I kind of assume you learn crafting in the place that I'm not going to. So maybe we should head off there right now. You know the vibe I get from this game? It's kind of weird. I get the same vibes as playing back in the day. There were like random like fantasy medieval mods with little like storylines. Not much, but they had them. Mods for Quake 1. That's what this game... The vibes that this game gives me. Oh, there. It's a little path. Where are we going? Secret area? Well, Quake 1 was just a shooter, so all you really needed was to add like dialogue, and it kind of had a dialogue system. Like not really, but sometimes it could display text, like you need you need a key or something like that, like whatever. It did have a way of displaying text, and you could just turn that into like a dialogue system. But otherwise, it was just running around in like a Quake level, but with swords. You know, it wasn't, the mod wasn't that involved. Modding wasn't that advanced back in the Quake 1 era. Neither were like home tools for doing 3D or anything like that for modding. Thunderous Great Bow. Oh. There we go. And this is one of the big things that makes the game feel like Dark Souls to me. Where you're just kind of like wandering around and then you just find some shit. I know that's not exactly a Dark Souls thing, like a unique thing, but I feel like the way Dark Souls does it is like uniquely a Dark Souls thing. Got another hailstone spell. Alright. I could continue in this direction, but I feel like if I just continue, it's never gonna end. So let's go back and go to the Horns of the South proper. I feel like I'm still running around like turbo exploring the tutorial area. Oh, they've got like a ward here maybe. Yeah, the entire castle is warded. That's kind of cool. That's a neat detail. And I'm right next to him. Here. Anything interesting around here?
Everything is interesting around here. But ultimately, it depends on what you're looking for.
I'm looking for jobs to do.
You should try to keep. There's always work to do around there. And plenty of men who gladly push it onto someone else. Now, come to think of it, I might also have something for you. If you don't mind the stench of death and decay.
I'm listening.
An alarming amount of undead have been emerging from the old cemetery. In numbers far greater than that little plot of land ever held. I don't mind somebody thinning out the population of local bandits. But raising him as part of a personal undead army? Well, that's something I can't abide.
I'll find out what's happening.
Thank you. I'll be most grateful, as will the quartermaster of the keep. Viergas appreciates solid work. Well, I'm sure he rewards you well for your efforts.
Fully drawn arrows cost 15 mana when hitting enemies, dealing an additional 30 damage in an area. Is this it? Do we try to use this bow? Do we get for spirituality? I mean, I don't know, but it feels like getting stats isn't, you know, a walk in the park. Increases bow draw speed. I don't want that. I don't want to fight with the bow. I just want to snipe with the bow once. So we'll sell that. Alright, looks like blacksmithing tools are all trash. Fine. Thunderous Greatbow. How much? Don't have a lot. Oh, I have a level up. I didn't even know that. Alright, so crits. If we're gonna do crits, crits are in perception. Critical hits. Every consecutive hit increases the chance of critical hits. Increases critical damage. Critical hits have a 30% chance to apply bleed. Every time you land a critical hit, you gain 15% damage reduction against the next hit you suffer. That's pretty good. Critical hits heal you for 2% of the damage dealt. Here we have critical hit for each consecutive one-handed hit. I don't feel like that's that good though. Because like usually how many consecutive hits do you get on an enemy? Like 3, maybe? I don't feel like you just stand there and like whack them. But it's still something, you know, it's still more than nothing. What about health? Increased damage. Healing resets the counter. This one, I'm beginning to wonder if it's like how good it is. Because I do feel like I have to heal several times. In any fight. Maybe we go parry. Parry window increased. Parrying increases lifesteal for the next attack. Parrying drains more stamina from enemies. Parrying increases critical strike chance by 20% for the next attack. Sure. Didn't the recipe book say... Where are the recipe books? There. No, this doesn't say anything. I thought it said something about pork. But no, it just gives you a recipe. Oh, it needs to be venison? We can't do beef? Beef and butter is undercooked food. Fuck you. Oh, we found a fish soup. We found one soup. How do you make fish soup? Fish, onion, carrot. Oh. Cooking level up. We have some weird spirits. Word spawn is what they're called. Ow. I see some more down there. Ow. Ouch. Now does the spirit bleed? Your soul never bleeds? Ding! What was that? Alright, well, we got a couple. Alright, let's go up to the castle. I am Ginger, so no soul to begin with. Fair enough, fair enough. It's a random cider hidden away in the barn. That's how you do it. Hey! Hey! Wake up!
Stay away from.
Oh? Hello?
Stay away from...
Get up, soldier, the enemy is coming!
What's happening? In the name of the All-Mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before.
No, more like I could have stabbed you, and I didn't.
All right, true. Why didn't you, eh? You could have killed me. So you're not one of them bandits, then? Who are you, huh?
Here, I have this pin. I was told I'd find a safe haven here in the Horns.
This pin. I can't say I see it very clearly at this present moment, but it does look important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our own. Welcome. Please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
Hold on, I'm talking to a kid.
Stay away from... Stay away from...
Hello, Orle.
Oh, mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be? You don't look like one of them.
You seem angry.
Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me.
Am I?
I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already.
Who's Brendan?
You don't know? He's the captain of this entire circus. I thought since they let you in, you must have an in with him. But it turns out you know even less than I do. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. I've been doing business with the captain for years now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit if you need anything.
Maybe there's something else I could help you with.
You do realize you won't score any points with the Keepers by helping me, right?
Maybe I'll score some points with you.
Those holier-than-thou soldier boys have no idea what it takes to be a merchant in this sorry world. The things we have to do sometimes aren't exactly done according to the rulebook.
Just tell me what you want, bitch.
All right. A woman named Ness has my cargo and I need it back. I don't know where she is, but starting the search near the Arkspire seems like a good idea. And yes, you'll get paid. Just bring me the wares.
Alright. Oh, shit. Increases movement speed when not in combat. These boots are superior to my boots. I bought them. Allows sketching. Okay. Allows lumbering. Okay. Scouting. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll be able to use. I think I'll be able to use this armor. Maybe not immediately, but I should be able to use it relatively quickly. With more endurance. Because it doesn't weigh a lot more. Alright, so what are we doing here?
Blessings upon you, stranger. May the word always resonate within your soul.
Are the horns prepared to fight the weirdness?
As prepared as any men can be against something they barely understand. The swords and fire will hold back beasts. But what of the creeping rot that twists flesh and mind alike? But there is one thing. The Excalibur they keep here. It has not been wielded in an age, yet the weird does not creep near it.
The subtitles don't match at all. How come?
Well, even as it rests upon its pedestal, the air around it remains untouched. The tendrils of corruption that strangle stone and steel refuse to claim it. The Keepers may not see it for what it is, but I do. There is power in that blade. Something ancient, something beyond the Church's teachings. And if it truly holds back the weirdness, then perhaps it was never meant for men alone.
So you feel safe here?
Safe? No. But safer than most, I suppose. But tell me, what is safety, truly? A stronghold? A weapon? A prayer? I've seen men with all three fall just the same. So no, I do not feel safe. But I do feel watched. And sometimes that is enough. Certainly, Kai's blessings
It was
know no
Kai.
bounds, but sometimes it's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
Mother's Embrace heals you instantly. There it is. Requires 7 spirituality and it costs a fortune that I don't have. I don't know if I need to keep these books or if I can just sell them.
May Kai's word always guide you. In the word, you will find solace.
Okay, it does say when it counts as stealing at least.
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
Yes, he was pretty drunk.
Most unfortunate. But that explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action. The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business. And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
I got a pin. I got this pin from a friend. I assume you know what it means.
Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
We got shipwrecked on the way. I don't... he could have made it? I've already met him. I know where he is. We got shipwrecked on the way, but he could have made it.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
About the Forgotten Cemetery.
Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there?
Did I? Not yet.
Why not? Don't tell me you're afraid of ghosts.
Ninian is dead. He asked me to bring you this.
Ninian. I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn shame. He was one of the good ones. You did right bringing this back. The Horns look after their own, even after they're gone. But, now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag?
He wasn't taken by the Red Death. The Red Priests tortured him in the island asylum.
Tortured? In the asylum? You can't expect me to take that at face value. Brother Riagan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum? You look fine, but if you were there, near him...
Was cured by King Arthur, and now I'm immune. I'm gonna go with that one.
I honestly think your sense of humor is the worst, but I have to respect your unwillingness to share your story.
I expected that.
Still, you have to understand, now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. No risks can be taken when it comes to the Red Death.
I found a piece of metal with an inscription. Do you know what it is?
That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Okay, I have a lot of them.
You know where to find me if you come across any more.
500. Holy shit, what happened? Infinite dialogue. Tell me about this place.
Fine then. This is the keep. Anyone sworn in as a keeper lives here, unless they're no longer fit for service. If that happens, they get transferred to the village. Otherwise, they're not allowed to go there without my express permission. So if you ever see any of my boys down there looking shifty, feel free to report them. You're allowed to walk around the keep and the village, but if anyone catches you stealing, I'll take your hands. If you attack any of my men, I'll take your head. That enough for you?
So what's the story behind that flooded village near the
It used to
horns?
belong to the keep. You could say it was its beating heart. That village was where our lighthouses led the ships, and where the workers lived with their families. Ah, those must have been the days. But then the ships stopped coming, and there were less and less new keepers, and the others left looking for a better life. Until, at last, the sea took most of it.
So you just abandoned it?
What else was there to do? There weren't enough people to live there, and nobody wanted to anyway. Not since the monsters started coming out of the sea. We wiped out most of them, but new ones showed up every now and then. Marg, our hunter, keeps an eye on the place. You can talk to him if you want.
I did. Is there anything I can help you with?
We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north, but somehow I doubt it. Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there.
Can you tell me more about the cemetery?
It's old. From what I've heard, it even predates the Horns of the South. The keepers and the people from the village below used to bury their dead there, but after the flood, it's been pretty much abandoned.
The flood?
Yeah, damn druids. They flooded a village of innocent people just to show everyone they're still in power. Fat lot of good it did them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad we got rid of them. The things they could do were unnatural.
Do you have any idea what might be causing this?
There is a local legend about a dark druid named Slaughter? Slaudier? Slaughter, that was it. He was a necromancer rumored to be able to raise the dead and make them do his bidding. It's quite an old legend, though, so unless he managed to raise himself from the dead, I doubt he's behind this.
Already on it.
You're not wasting time, eh? Good. Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem.
Right.
If you need rest, you can sleep in the barracks. It's no royal chamber, but it's better to sleep under a roof than under the stars, right? Especially in this horrible weather.
Alright. John's quarters.
If you're here to see the healer, don't bother. He's a quack and a butcher who likes to watch people suffer.
That's a serious accusation.
And I mean it! He's a know-it-all from Camelot, but the truth is, he doesn't know shit. All of those academic types think they're better than us village folk, just 'cause they read a book. We've been getting by just fine without any of their crap.
Why do you say that?
I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know what he did? He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osprey to get it pulled out.
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds like horse crap. My grandma was smarter than your lot, and she couldn't even read. She knew how to make a proper potion for toothache. If I were any good at mixing that stuff, I wouldn't need to deal with quacks like Heber. I even gave him my grandma's recipe, but he said it was no good.
What's the recipe?
No, Heber took it, the plonker. Said if I don't know how to make it, I shouldn't have it. And that he doesn't want some questionable homebrew medicine spreading through the keep.
Fair enough. I'll talk to him for you.
You will? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Tooth saver, yeah? No matter.
Huh? Okay. So it is in here. Oh, Jan Heber, okay.
Oh, sorry. Do I know you? I'm terrible with faces. Either way, glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Jan Heber, a physician raised in Camelot and trained in the Royal Academy.
That recipe you were just whispering to yourself.
Is some local witchcraft I've been trying to make sense of. I guess I'll find out when I try it.
Try it on yourself?
Experience is the best teacher. Don't worry, I'm not testing anything on the others. Graham the Mad, a great Camelotian physician, used to say that a real doctor would never give his patient something he hadn't tried on himself first. A wise approach, which I follow myself.
Isn't that dangerous?
The pursuit of knowledge is always dangerous. That's why it's reserved for only the bravest of the brave. It takes true guts to face the unknown, to realize just how little you know, and how insignificant you are to the world.
You could try it on me.
Oh, that was unexpected. Here, take it. What will happen, I have no idea. But please, tell me, if you live to find out.
Graham the Mad? Don't you see the irony?
What irony?
Heber's elixir. What's the worst that could happen? Didn't do anything. Is there anything I can help you with? What? Huh? So you're not a fan of local remedies?
I was classically trained in the proper art of medicine by the scholars of Camelot. The things they do here, they make no sense. No sense at all. Most of this stuff shouldn't even be effective. Yet it seems to work wonders on these simple-minded, tough-bodied people here in the South.
So why do you even study this stuff?
Camelot are late, so I'm running low on supplies. If I'm not able to treat them, they'll start complaining. And Fergus doesn't like when people complain, especially when it comes to their health. He truly cares about them, I've got to admit. He doesn't care much about anyone else, though.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Why would you, though? Don't you have better things to do?
No. I'm trying to get in the Quartermaster's good books.
Aha, got it. So you're up for work not out of the goodness of your heart, but for your own selfish plans.
That'd be a good summary.
Understood. It's a good reason. Well, I'd say it's better than most. But all right, if you're a mercenary, then I do have a job for someone who'd be willing to risk their life in exchange for material goods.
Just tell me what needs to be done.
Straight to the point, eh? All right. I need someone to perform a ritual within a stone circle nearby. You go there, read a spell, do whatever needs to be done, come back and tell me exactly what happened.
There's a keeper with a toothache complaining that you don't want to help him.
Lanzo knows very well what he must do. I'm sorry, but there's nothing else I can do for him. Either he removes the tooth, or it will keep hurting.
He said something about a remedy.
Yes, his grandma's miracle medicine. I honestly don't have time for village superstitions. I had to confiscate the recipe as well, lest he tries making it himself. As if I don't have enough problems already.
Why would it cause problems?
Times in the keep are tough. Everyone is either bored or restless. Honestly, the last thing I need is people poisoning themselves with some unknown potion they don't even have the qualifications to make.
Could I have the recipe?
No, I thought I made myself clear. If you want an excuse to drink yourself to oblivion on moonshine, just drink the moonshine. No need to add other potentially dangerous ingredients.
Give it to me. Potentially dangerous ingredients? Like what?
Well, to be fair, the base recipe is pretty harmless. But what if someone decides that if they don't have carnation, it's perfectly fine to substitute it with devil's snare, since the color is more or less the same? Or sage with wolfsbane, because, you know, leaves are leaves. I'm sorry, but unfortunately I know these people well enough not to trust them with something like this.
So if I combine moonshine, carnation, and sage, I'll get the remedy.
What? How do you... You know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. But if it causes you to shit yourself for 3 days straight, don't come running to me.
Okay. Bigger potions. They're so expensive. Locks mana at 100% for 10 seconds. Huh? Toothache remedy restores 80 health. But that's super OP. But do I know it now? Okay, now I know it. Sage Rose. It's basically the same. Oh, it needs 5 sage for 1 potion. Okay. Stash! I don't really know what to put away. I don't think I actually read all of these recipe books, because I bought some and it didn't necessarily count. There, yeah. What else do we have here? Bounty board. Barracks.
You lost or what?
I feel like there should be a smithy in the keep. It doesn't really make any sense if there isn't. Here.
Just another peaceful moment.
Grindstone. Attach relic. Add relic slot. No. Upgrade. Okay, so you can upgrade handicraft. Corpse Eater's cap. Corpse Eater's rags. Make leather. I don't really have a lot of recipes to make things out of. Armor weight reduction. Alright. Well.
Oi, friend. A question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole.
Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
Do you have any work for me?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle.
Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it, and I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
There must be something I can help you out with.
Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Sure, teach me.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those
Yes.
hides, huh?
How about this red cap?
Start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Corpse Eater armor. Corpse Eater rags. Corpse Eater's cap. Corpse Eater's cap. Okay. Wait. Did I just make broken item? Did I fail? I failed twice. Chance. Expected outcome. Garbage. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Bro. Sure, bro. There we go. Just level up a little bit. I made the armor based on your notes.
Well, now, that's not half bad. Not half bad at all. Solid work, and you didn't skimp on the details. You've nailed the basics. So how about we try something a bit fancier, huh?
Such as? Knight's boots. Machete. Claymore. Recurve bow. Battle-tested longbow. It's even better than mine, but I don't wanna spend $400 on a bow with 2 more damage. This could be nice. Maybe eventually. If I get to a point where I can make the knight armor, but I kind of feel like we're just gonna find better armor anyway. Weak festering helm. Yeah, we did it. Easy. Hey, man. I made the armor based on your notes.
Damn, you're getting the hang of this quicker than most. Tell you what, you've earned the chance to try something more advanced. Now, I've got a pattern I've been sitting on, and if you get it right, you'll have armor so good, even I might get jealous.
What next? Flayed Drowner's Conch. It's a 50-50. Yes, we did it. You can spend more time underwater. And now I'm out of iron. Now, the armors I've made... This is actually pretty good. It's got much more armor, but I need like 1 billion endurance, so... Increase the stamina regen by 7. That sounds like an infinite amount. Actually, I want the mana regen ring. If I unequip that, are we heavy? Yeah. So it's just like in Dark Souls, the Hovels ring is OP. Alright. Let's go put those things in storage. That's not... Katrine, that's not here. I think. No. Fergus told me to speak with Marg. Yeah. Alright. Let's go do this cemetery thing. I feel like there are probably more side quests here, but I don't like going around talking to every single NPC to get like a quest to pick apples for them. Hate that. Don't want to do it.
What do you think of scale armor?
What?
Scale armor. What do you think of it? The ones all the keepers wear.
I don't know. It's armor.
Sure, maybe it's easy to make and doesn't restrict movement, but it doesn't provide the best protection. Someone just needs to stab you between the scales and you're done for. Lamellar armor is much better. That will prevent you from being run through with a polearm or getting shot with a bow. It's also much more comfortable.
Why don't you tell the quartermaster or the blacksmith that lamellar armor is better?
I told them, but they both said I know jack shit. Besides, the keepers rarely go outside the walls nowadays. Then the quartermaster added that if I don't like our equipment, he could send me out scouting in just my underwear.
Then maybe don't raise the topic anymore.
Perhaps you're right. But if somebody ever stabs me under the scales, I'll go straight to the quartermaster and give him an earful.
How do you know so much about armor?
I read a lot about it. In Volume 4 of the Armourer's Almanac, Arden Shadowblade describes the differences between various types of armor. For example, chainmail allows for a good range of movement, but it's heavy. It also provides poor protection against blunt weapons, and its production is laborious.
Yeah, making chainmail sucks ass. So you've never worn any other armor apart from what you're wearing now?
No, but I have knowledge from books and a lot of thoughts on the subject, so I know what it would be like to wear different armor.
Who's Arden Shadowblade?
Shadowblade is a moniker. Arden is passionate about weapons and armor. He has great knowledge of materials, techniques, and history. A true expert. Everything he writes is interesting. I would love to meet him one day.
Do you know how to make lamellar armor?
Oh, of course. I mean, I've never made one. I'm not an armorer. But I've read so much about it that I'm sure it won't be a problem. Here's the page from the Armourer's Almanac that explains the process.
Wow. Thank you. Shadowblade's lamellar armor. To all seekers of knowledge, heed these words. You have stepped onto illegible that will lead you to the greatest treasure of all, wisdom. As you are preparing to become a vessel for ancient druidic secrets, illegible. Gather the following ingredients, illegible. Knowledge you seek, venison, onion, and a clove of garlic. Put them into a cauldron. Take those offerings to a sacred druid site of your choosing. Put them on the altar, and then wait patiently for enlightenment to dawn upon you. Venison, onion, garlic. I don't think I have any ingredients. Cooking. Nope. So where is this cemetery? Well, first of all, we need to go talk to Marg, whatever his name was. Yeah. Whoa, shit! I think I saved like 100 years ago. I'm gonna have to go in and talk to everyone. Oh, it's saved here? I don't understand. It just kind of saves now and then, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what mode I'm playing on. It's weird. Yeah. The whole plan was to go and rest at Marg. The reason I have low health was because I wanted to go and rest by Marg and just get my health back by sleeping. But I guess that never happened. Maybe you don't get any health from sleeping. You don't. The quartermaster told me that you have a problem with the undead.
I don't know what it is about this place, but even the dead hardly ever get any rest. Though I'll admit, it's getting worse lately. They keep emerging from the local cemetery in numbers greater than that small plot of land ever held. So I'm guessing we might have a necromancer on our hands. And here I thought after the Charred Conclave, we'd have more than 100 years of peace from them.
I'll find out what's happening.
Good. Try not
I already
to die.
talked to him about this.
That undead swarm doesn't need any more recruits.
I missed! Oh, come on, man. Once again. Man. I hate them. I hate him. Yeah, it's just over there. Well, we're restocked now. Hope he didn't need those. Carrots. Mushroom. Just... Man, the game runs like garbage. Like, it runs so badly, dude. It's absolutely abysmal how poorly this game runs. Like, when I look forward, the game runs okay. If I look down, the game runs worse. It's ridiculous. Ouch, fuck. No more hammers. Or maybe. We're right like next to the guy. We can go and just sell him right away. They sell for 1. Sick. Yes. I think we're almost level up. Skeleton? Bow versus skeleton? One shot. This bow is really heavy to pull. Yeah, stealth archery. Oh, he survived. Fuck. Oh, hello. So that we have wolves. Oh, something has seen me, but what? The wolf? The skeleton. Fuck. Skeletons can't bleed. That's not where blueberries would grow. I don't think there would be blueberries here. Come on. Swift dagger. Small crypt. I think that's just a zombie. Oh, fuck! I don't know if power attacking with the small sword or with the short sword. It's not a small sword, it's a short sword. I don't know if power attacking with that is really that useful. I don't like, maybe heavier weapons have more of an effect when you power attack with them or something. Or maybe power attacks just kind of suck. Or maybe you have to spec into them. Because right now they're not very interesting. It doesn't really feel like they do much. When you spec into them, power attacks can like sap stamina and stuff, which I don't know if it's actually useful, but it sounds like it could be useful, maybe? Lock seems to be broken, okay. I hit him in the head. Yes! Double headshot. Okay. I don't like that at all. Onion buns. He's friendly. I'm sure he's friendly. Maug.
Oh, who's come to visit me here? Surely you're not here to steal my treasures, are you?
Who are you?
Oh, they call me all sorts of things. Evil spirit, lurking fiend, imp fae, nasty little thieving pest. But really, my name is Mog.
Treasures? You mean this junk?
You offend me in my own home. So not nice. Sure, it's junk to you now, but when you have to head out into the cold and can't find one glove, well, suddenly it becomes very important. And that glove? I've had it for ages.
Why do you steal gloves?
I'm just helping people appreciate the little things, because those are the only things that truly matter in life, right? At least that's what some bores say. Nah, it's just hilarious, watching you all lose your minds over a missing key or a sock. And I've been doing this for centuries. It's second nature by now.
Centuries? How old are you?
Oh, you shouldn't ask a lady such things. But you can ask me. I don't remember exactly. 9, 10 centuries at least, maybe more, 15, 23, I don't know.
This is a strange place to keep treasures.
Strange? I thought people liked being buried with their little trinkets and shiny bits. And since I'll be dying soon, a crypt seems perfect.
Dying soon?
That's right. I used to play tricks on people back in the homelands. Back then, they respected me. But ever since we came to Avalon, it's just been getting worse. They're forgetting. Sometimes someone still tosses salt over their left shoulder for me, or maybe leaves a little bowl of milk with honey outside, but those folks are rare now. And when they all forget me, that's the end.
Wait, you exist because people believe in you?
Yes. Is that so strange? You can convince yourselves that you have bad luck, illness, love. Why not an old crone who steals your pants?
Is there any way to save you?
No, it's just the natural order of things. I've lived long enough anyway.
This is pretty
But
rough.
Soon, I could pass
I don't
on
like
some
this.
of my power to you. What you say?
Sure.
Well, before I give you some of my power, I just want something from you. Something stolen. Nothing big or expensive, just a little trinket. Just sneak into someone's house and swipe the shoes, or grab a wooden mug from the tavern. Will you do that for me?
Alright, I promise I'll steal something for you.
Great. Now you can either keep your word and commit the terrible sin of theft, or break your promise. And if you ever feel like a bit of thievery, I'll be waiting right here.
Alright, I can steal a potato. I'm down for stealing some potatoes. Did we level up yet? I want more endurance. I need more carry capacity. I did. I don't think there's any reason to just save this. Endurance. And what am I getting here now? Strength, endurance, dexterity, we're doing parry. Increased parry window, I guess. Oh, hello there. Tell me what the horns of the south were like in your time.
Ah, the horns of the south. The crown jewel of these lands. We had barely laid the foundations of Tainted when Seawall and his men had already built a lighthouse, eager to guide our ships to them. He always had a competitive spirit. Of course, it helped that he took every sailor from the homelands with him, along with a handful of knights. so they could learn from one another. And thus, the Keepers of the South were formed. I decreed that every sworn keeper would stand as an equal to a Knight of the Round Table. I doubt they still honor that law. But I am glad to see the keep has grown. In my time, there was only a lighthouse and barracks.
What was the recipe? Venison, onion, carrot? Oh, it was garlic. Venison, onion, clove of garlic. I don't have garlic. I'm gonna run back and get this stealing thing done immediately. Because I did pick up a shitload of two-handed swords that I would like to just get rid of. They sell for 4. Yeah. Swift dagger. I don't want to be a dagger boy. The mace is better than the short sword, but not a mace enjoyer right now. I don't think he has anything that counts as stealing it, so we have to go back to town and steal from the alchemist. I think he has a little potion on his table I can steal. Maybe. Game saved. Okay.
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning Majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables. I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business.
I'd like to collect a bounty for bandits.
Really? You fought bandits and killed them? Oh, I want to hear all the details. Here's your reward, but promise you'll tell me everything.
I'd like to collect...
Again? You really like killing, don't you? Do you shoot them with arrows from afar, or do you prefer to get right up close and watch the light fade from their eyes? I have so many questions, but for now, here's your reward. Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge. If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
Why is he giving me 10 coin? Why is he giving me fucking 10 coin?
Incredible. As you can imagine, the keepers aren't too keen on dealing with him, even though the ogre roams just off the main road to the north. When Galahad arrives, he certainly won't be pleased. If by some miracle you manage to kill it, you'll earn Camelot's gratitude and a hefty reward. Bring me the ogre's shiny eye as proof of the kill. The Brock is right off the King's Road. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Okay.
A fight to the death. It must be so exciting.
I'd like to collect a reward for bandit leaders.
Oh, someone finally checked out the notices I was posting on the board.
Did I kill anyone? No.
Go chop off some heads. Go chop off some heads.
This one? The head of Senan the Giant. Last seen in an abandoned village near the King's Road. Notable features, admirable size. The bandit known as Senan the Giant is wanted for murder and robbery. Extremely strong and dangerous. Do not approach alone. Be cautious of his two-handed sword. Okay, so this is why Fingerless Calm is so dangerous, because he's meant to be a bounty here. Fingerless Calm is wanted for countless crimes against the people of Camelot, including treason, murder, and robbery. He leads a group of outlaws known as Calm's Dozen. Rusty Argyle. Collapsed bridge along the King's Road. Notable features, red hair. The infamous bandit Rusty Argyle, also known as Crimson Argyle, is wanted for crimes against Camelot. His list of offenses include murder, robbery, extortion, and the desecration of holy sites. He commands a group of equally vile outlaws. The head of Silent Celia, north of the sunken village, often wearing a black hood and wielding dual daggers. A dangerous assassin known by the names Silent Celia, Celia the Spectre, Silk, Shade, Sylvia Sinclair, and Saffron Sheborn. Wanted for multiple murders, robberies, and theft. Very well. Let's go and try to steal something.
It's nice to have a break.
Ah, I stole a rope. Or did she need something specific? Something stolen. She just wants a stolen item.
Always good to have a little rest.
Is the weird out yet? Not quite yet. It should be, though. What are you doing in there?
Well, have you got a little stolen something for me yet?
I do.
Yes, this is exactly what I was looking for. A human doing my work. I can't take it. You've been just a great source of fun. All right, time for my part of the deal, I guess. Close your eyes, put on a serious face, like something very mystical is happening. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And done. Now you've got a bit of my power. Go into the world, use it well.
I don't feel any different.
Nah, don't worry. You'll feel it when you sneak up to pinch something from someone. Take care now.
Right. I guess that's all that there was here. Okay. God, got a little bit of XP. Alright, let's check the other crypt. Oh, shit! Whoa! There's so many of them! Okay. That spell is pretty good against those. What is that? I keep seeing that demon outside of the word. Or maybe it's just King Arthur. Actually. Kind of looks like him. This is good word. Good weird. I can't... I hate that it's spelled with a Y. It's just weird. It's weird. Is he dead? Is now. Shrine of the Wolf. Get 90% sneak attack damage. What do you mean 90%? What does that mean? What do I have now? Whoops. Ate food by accident. %250%. Does it mean I get 90% more? Dead wolf? Dead wolf? Wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go? I like shot him to the other side of the universe. What happened? There's one. Oh, he's like camouflaged to the ground there. Okay, so now we need to kill like 6 million wolves in order to maybe get like 1 wolf claw. Whoa! Fuck! Bear! Uh-oh. They should make the bear run like 60 kilometers per hour and just come over here and obliterate me. The Arc Spire doesn't look like something built by humans.
I suppose it wasn't. I can feel it guards something primordial within. The markings on the stone resemble the work of the Foredwellers. In my time, such inscriptions would shift and change, making them impossible to decipher. Yet, I met some people who sought to unravel these mysteries. Most of them were Picts. I allowed them to explore Avalon without my oversight. And so, I remember that the royal geographers came to be. My favorite band of adventurers. True pathfinders. Avalon owes them a great debt.
Dull Claymore +1. Toothache Remedy.
Who goes there? Are you the one responsible for all that racket? People are trying to rest in peace, damn it.
They attacked me first.
You'll have to forgive them. They're a little disoriented. Waking up in this way is like coming out of a thick fog you've been wandering through for days on end. Dulls the senses, clouds the mind. Terrible for coordination.
Who are you?
My name's Huardok, and I am the keeper of this place. I look after the dead, or at least, I try to. It used to be much easier where they stayed in one place. Now I need to keep making sure they don't stray too far from the cemetery. But I'm not complaining. A little exercise is good for the body.
Wait, you're not dead, are you?
Dead, alive, what's the difference? I am here. I always have been, and I always will be, until the day I'm released from my service.
How long have you lived here?
Truth be told, I'm not quite sure. Has it been a long time since the wave came and swallowed the village? That was when people stopped coming here. It's like the sea washed away the memory of this place as well. I don't remember much of what happened afterwards. I must have fallen asleep for a while.
Do you know anything about what's been happening here?
I know everything that happens here. If you're looking for some juicy gossip, Becca from the third row south still has no idea where her husband is. They were supposed to be buried together, you see, but he never showed up. The scoundrel. Everyone here thinks he got remarried and chose to rest with his second wife. Not me. I think he probably got eaten.
I'll be honest, every single time you have dialogue with almost any NPC in the game like tanks really hard. The dialogue is so bad. Like almost every single NPC is a joke. Like a joke character. And it's just like, why? It doesn't fit the game at all. Not even a little bit. I meant the undead. They've been quite... There have been quite a lot of them.
Oh, that would be Master. He's been at his experiments again, I'm afraid. Getting the folks around here all agitated. Putting them back to sleep again is going to be such a chore.
Who is your master?
Master is master. He commands the dead. I don't know much else. I'm here to serve, not to ask questions.
Where is your master now?
You want me to betray his trust that easily? We barely know each other. I wouldn't tell you even if I could.
I need to enter the script.
Interested in local history, are you? Good, good. The memory of those who came before us should be preserved. I can let you in. There is a small fee of 5 gold coins for the upkeep of the cemetery, of course. It's constant work, as you can clearly see, and my petitions for additional funds seem to have fallen on deaf ears.
Upkeep? This place is falling apart.
Ah, that it is. But there's only so much I can do on my lonesome. I cannot ask any of these old folks for help. They're not bound by worldly affairs anymore. The only thing they have left is time, and it wears them down just as much as it does their homes.
Bro. I'm done with this shit. He's super, super, super overpowered, I can tell. By how little damage he takes when I hit him. Fuck you. He's immortal? Oh, execute. There we go. Key to the crypt. This counts as stealing. Adventures of the Swan Knight. I'm glad I didn't buy the book, because that was 500 bucks right there. Yeah, that guy was too much. I couldn't handle that. Am I still detected? By whomst? Oh, there we go. Antler fragment? Alright, headshots are pretty good. There's a zombie here somewhere. Or a skeleton, or one corpse eater. Or two. Do you think I can melee sneak up to somebody? I did it. Hello, you're welcome. How's it going? Avalon crimes. Nothing puzzles history enthusiasts as much as the motives behind the famous crime that took place in... I'm not reading a book, a medieval book written like a really shitty crime novel, dude. I'm just not. Oh, another soul stone. No, they don't feel worth it. I think we've killed everything here now. I feel like there was somewhere I didn't go and I wanted to go. Another skeleton. And still, brother. Blam! They're so far away. There's somebody over here, but he's way behind something. What do you mean detected? By other fucking statue. Whoa! Shooting him in the face seems relatively functional. He can't bleed, so he's immune to that. I think he's resistant to magic, but it's nice to use him to level it up. That's what I'm doing right now. Cracked stone sword. We're now overburdened. This cracked stone sword weighs 100 and sells for 10. Let's throw that away. Key to inner crypt. Didn't I see a skeleton just walk past? Just didn't give a shit. He's patrolling this way. Missed! Oh. Acorn. Oh! He's tanky as fuck. Alright, I'm gonna test something. The game is completely frozen. Alright, I can't freeze this guy. He's resistant to it. Alright. We do have a level up. Friend or foe? Friend. Friend until I've spoken to him. Then he aggroes me. Oh, there. Oh.
Careful there. Try not to step in the array. It's advanced magic. Very fragile.
You've chosen a rather peculiar place to practice your craft.
Quite the contrary. This place is perfect. I've read that the soil of the south is steeped with the type of energy I require. But what I've encountered here surpasses all my expectations. I have the ideal conditions and the perfect subjects. I'm doing everything right, and still nothing bloody works. There must be some sort of interference. Or maybe it's the bones. Always seems to be the bones.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, you're still here. I advise you to leave. My work requires concentration, and I've no time for interruptions from grave robbers.
I'm not a grave robber.
I don't care what you are, just as long as you're not here.
Aren't necromancers just grave robbers who are very, very thorough?
Very funny. I'll have you know that I'm conducting valuable research. Research that could be crucial to the future of Avalon.
So you're not trying to raise an undead army?
Of course not. What would I do with an army? I'm no general, nor do I have any interest in toppling kingdoms. I'm trying to command death, but only so that people won't have to fear it anymore. Look at what's happening around us. The Red Death, the weirdness, bandits, famine. We can't stop people from dying, but I could make it so they don't have to stay dead. Death is just a process. It should be possible to control it, and yet... I don't know what I'm missing.
You're oversimplifying this. Obviously, death's more than just a process, 25%.
I'm sorry, but I see no point in discussing my work with complete dilly-danties.
What you're missing might just be practical experience.
And you have no idea what you're talking about, so stop wasting my time.
True, dude. Sorry, I don't know how to help you, but good luck.
Where do you think you're going? I hope you understand I can't risk you bringing others here who could disrupt my research.
What?
But don't worry, I'll take very good care of you after you die.
He's super tanky. Ouch. Fuck. Whoop, whoop. Hold on. This is fucked. I can't have that equipped there. Why is this undead immortal? Anyway, he's just gonna keep racing them. I can't keep attacking. That's ouch, fuck. consume that. And the movement speed potion. I also have lifesteal. That was not amazing. Pick it up. I haven't been able to make healing potions in like a decade. I'm not sure. I'm missing sage. I'm not finding any. I don't think he gave me a key, did he? Or maybe it just leads here? I don't know. Or maybe you can get his little servant to give you the key, so you can just come here. Like, this is a shortcut. Perhaps. The lightning. A big hammer. Morgane's sensor. +5 max mana permanently. Not stepping on that. Or I could have jumped up here. All right. Practical guide to profitable armor. Flayed Drowner's gloves. Okay, but I still can't get to the inner crypt. Isn't that weird? Like, why don't... What? Where would I get that key then? His corpse already despawned. That was fast. Here, maybe? I don't see anything. I can't even loot that. But it's a bit weird. Like... It's like... You can't look at things properly sometimes to pick it up. But either way, key? No, there's just no key. I don't know. All right. Fuck it. I don't understand. That just feels weird and dumb. We are now the Perry King. Venison, garlic, onion. Venison stew. Oh, I already knew how to make that. Alright, well. Let's count that as completed and go and finish that. I've dealt with the necromancer. He's dead now.
So he shares the same fate as his minions. Ironic, don't you think? Well, at least we'll have some peace and quiet around here again. And the dead might be restless for a bit. But I'm sure Hlardak will put them back to sleep.
Nah.
You can report a job well done to the quartermaster.
You know Huerdog?
Aye, I do. He's a very pleasant fellow. I may not be very fond of his masters, but well, who am I to judge a man for the oaths he's bound to? And he has a lot of respect for the dead. I wouldn't mind having someone like him looking after me after I finally shuffle off this mortal coil.
Aren't you curious about the details?
Yeah, you fought, you won. That's all that matters to me. We're both busy individuals.
You are literally not doing anything at all.
Permits. We'll share this tale by the campfire. But for now, let's focus on what's in front of us. Since you've proven you're brave enough to face the undead, I take it you're not afraid of the night either, are you?
It depends on why you're asking.
I might have another job for you if you're interested. A while ago, another traveler came through here bragging that he found a place where you could easily gather ethereal cobwebs. He was supposed to return with proof, but, well, I'm afraid he may have met an unfortunate end, as often happens. But I'm still curious about the place he mentioned.
I'll let you know what I find.
Hand me a map. I don't know the exact location, but you should find it in this area. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm beginning to not enjoy the questing experience. This is exactly the kind of quests I don't want to be doing. I hate side questing. It's so boring. Like, what am I doing? Can you help us kill an evil necromancer? I guess. About the Forgotten Cemetery.
Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there?
A necromancer was conducting experiments in the cemetery. He is not your problem anymore.
Great. A necromancer. Just what we needed. It wasn't the Dark Druid from the legends, was it?
No.
Good thing you got rid of him then. We already have the Dalriada almost on our doorstep. We don't need an army of the undead to boot. You did well. Maybe it's not so bad having you here.
I have another tag. 600 gold? God damn. All right. Let's save, right? Didn't see that it said anything. Save game. Oh, I can save now? Okay, so if I'm standing next to a bonfire or like in town, I can save, maybe. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for today. Did a lot of working today. I think I'm a little too tired for this. Anyway, we'll continue more later. Until then, thanks for hanging. Have a good night. Bye-bye.